I'm looking for, you know, a sense of this is real, concrete, deliverable change. But I actually think that's what people want.
Well, with me is Jay Foreman, who is trying to liven up the election campaign with his videos on the YouTube website. He's the creator of a series called Politics Unboringed. Welcome, Jay.
Hello.
Did that unboring politics?
I think it did a little bit. I think that shows the difference between Ed Miliband and David Cameron. Earlier on, David Cameron dismissed Russell Brand as just a joke, and, you know, the idea of even talking to him would be just far too silly. But Ed Miliband, I think he's done the right thing even by turning up. I mean, even before you watch the video, it gives you an idea that he's trying to get through to young people that aren't normally interested in politics.
What's the point, though, of talking as a politician to somebody who's already said don't vote?
Well, he had said in the past not to vote. I think he's shown signs since then that he regrets saying that, because he's realised now that that's done a lot more harm than good. But those are the very people that Ed Miliband has to be trying to get a response from. People who think that it isn't right to vote, they're the ones that he should be going after. And unless you go on things like Russell Brand's YouTube videos, how on earth are you going to get to those people?
And there is concrete evidence, is there, that a YouTube video with Russell Brand in it will get through to that group of people that you've just referred to?
Well, they'll watch it. Whether it'll actually get through to them, whether they're going to use that as a way of changing their mind, that's probably less likely. But the fact that he turned up in the first place, I think that was the impressive thing.
What of the way politicians more broadly have used social media and the video elements to social media in this campaign so far? Are they still some way behind where they could be?
Well, social media, they always talk about that's the new way that politicians are engaging with their audiences now, but it's actually not had that much of an impact, because it turns out people are mostly just retweeting politicians they already agree with. If you look at all the retweets from the Labour Party and all of the retweets from the Conservative Party, they just exist in their own separate Twitter universes. It doesn't really change people's minds.
What about authenticity? Because there's been quite a lot said about the accent that Ed Miliband used during the conversation we've just seen. It did seem to change a little bit.
I think if he'd gone on and he was entirely himself, the way he normally talks, he would have looked terribly out of place.
Aren't politicians supposed to be themselves, though?
In theory, yes, but the thing is, he can't win one no matter what he does. If he tries to use words that he's clearly not used to, such as ain't, then he's going to have the mickey taken out of him. But if he tries to posh it up like he normally does, he'll have the mickey taken out of him as well. So it looks like he's done the right thing simply by being there.
And what of young people and voting and attitudes to voting? Clearly, in your view, this will aim at that area, even if it doesn't make a difference. But from your experience of doing what you're doing online at the moment, is there a great big disconnect between what's being said in this campaign and what young people think about it?
Yeah, a lot of young people think that it simply doesn't matter to them at all. And that's probably because young people don't go out and vote, and therefore politicians will not be aiming their policies at young people. And that's a vicious circle that will keep going unless you have politicians trying to get down with their youth.
OK. Jay Foreman, thanks very much indeed for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.